Last night, what did you see from Baker Mayfield, AJ, that made you think to yourself, Baker Mayfield is going to earn a 2 to 3 year contract somewhere after this season and probably play very meaningful minutes for a team next year? Or did you see a guy have the night of his life, Mr. Thursday night, just like he did in Cleveland when he debuted on a Thursday and took the world by storm? He did the same thing here with the Rams, and the rest of the year is going to be bad. What did you see from Baker, and what are your expectations of next year for him?
I mean, as far as expectations, every game is not going to be this whole storybook ending. You lead this unbelievable drive back. But what I did see is, like, we know Baker was basically playing off instincts here. Like, and that's what got Baker to the number 1 overall pick. Like, he was a stud that kind of had that moxie, that it factor. And then you go in the NFL and, hey, things can happen, man. It's a tough position to play. And what McVay said, he had 2 10-minute or 2 10-play periods with Baker before the game. That's all he got to do. Or got to run with him, right?
Yeah, so if you do the math, like, he's probably, if you count warm-ups, pat and go warm-ups of the game, Baker probably threw to Van Jefferson 30 times, maybe 25 times max.
Maybe.
Like, actually, and boom,
perfect.
Button.
He threw some beautiful balls. I understand there's a couple penalties that extended things, but man, this ball was perfect. He had a couple other ones that were just awesome. I was happy for him, man.
30 would be a lot, you think? I think so too. Now that I'm like thinking about pat and go, how many people are in line? Are they having Baker throw to every one? Probably, right? They're probably having every starter go alternate because he'll throw something. I wonder how many throws he got in the pat and go. Like, in pat and go, are they also saying, like, hey, need a 3 as opposed to like a half? We need, like, we're trying to figure out timing right now too. Yeah, so let's go ahead and steal some of these reps. I'll be excited to hear, like, them dive into it more. And that guy, I think something.
I want to hear it mic'd up.
Well, yeah, exactly. I assume they do. I hope they do. They have a great PR team over there, so I'm sure they have that all figured out. But, like, the whole McVay picking and choosing what Baker should learn, like, I think that's a big piece of this whole puzzle too, because Sean McVay has a massive playbook. Obviously, we got a chance to see his one play call last night or whatever, and some people have said that's not real, but it was like 35 words, and how vast it is, and everything like that. Him picking and choosing, all right, Baker, we just need you to learn this concept, and this concept. And then if we have that, we have enough plays within that where we can kind of go, and you can kind of, and Baker Mayfield has a fucking photographic memory. Did you know that? I didn't know that.
No, I mean, is that like a thing? Can you test for that?
I think we just did. Yeah, if you get signed to a team 42 hours beforehand, and you in a 2-minute drill are getting things sent into your ear, and you're recalling it from the airplane that you were first learning it from while you're flying to LA that you booked before even getting officially signed or picked up through the waiver through the Rams because you just thought you were going to end up there. You were told you were going to end up there. It wasn't yet certain, but you thought so. So if he's able, in the middle of a fucking 2-minute drill, because I think there was a couple times last night, and Herb Street talked about this, and I assume he has information that we don't because he got to call the game and he was there and chit-chatting with him. He said there was like some backyard football happening between Sean McVay and Baker Mayfield last night. I think I caught on camera. I think they caught on camera. Sorry, I think I caught on screen. Baker was just sending numbers out to the wide receivers. And I'm like, is he literally just telling him, like, hey, I need a 4 out of you right now. Like, need this. Like, that's hilarious if that's taken. That's old school. Remember, that's what Ben Roethlisberger was doing during the COVID year. During the COVID year when there was no crowd, DBs were saying that they actually heard Ben saying, hey, run a hook to a wide receiver. Not like this long play call where everybody hears spider to wide banana, blah, blah, blah. Like just being like, you run a go. Yeah, you just need to clear out. Run across like a drag. You do that. In the NFL, that doesn't happen that way. People are getting paid millions of dollars to make this shit more sophisticated than that. But at the end of the day, that's fucking football. And it sounds like that's what McVay and Baker were doing. And that's amazing that they were able to get a win in week 14 playing that style of football, honestly, against a team that was in it. They're trying to make the playoffs, AJ, the Raiders.
Well, you had any Baker led it. What was it, a 98-yard?
Yes,
98-yard drive. Like doesn't happen, hasn't happened. Like the fact that it was able. Yeah, the punt was awesome, and the celebration from that punt was really cool too. Like I enjoyed all things from that special teams department right there. That was good.
Me too. AJ Cole here goes with an end-over-end Aussie with a full field. Probably just trying to get a fair catch. Returner doesn't catch the ball. What a bounce do we
This
get?
is awesome right here.
Grittying alongside of it. What a play. 10, Hollins, I guess he is a teamer, and then he gets moved into wide receiver. AJ Cole should be pumped up. Fourth quarter, 1:45 left. You're up 6. You and your punt team just pinned you basically in this one because it stops by itself at the 2. Could have been 1 yard better, but damn near fucking perfect for the situation. Stops it at the 2. Long field to go. Baker Mayfield just got here. AJ Cole basically just said, game over. Hollins is gritty and saying, oh my God, I can't believe we fucking won with a punt right here. And instead, Baker Mayfield.
No timeouts.
Bad penalty on the Raiders too.
Jeez.
Yeah, on that interception.
Oh yeah.
No, but also on the sack and
Hey, there was a lot of bad calls last night. Let's not get crazy. These refs stunk last night. Yeah, there was a couple moments. I think he threw across the middle a couple times too, and then spiked. They spiked it on like the second time they ended up in the middle. And I was like, as we're watching it, especially after like Jeff Saturday got judged and how every coach gets judged for their situations, like the quarterback gets judged too. So he threw down the middle, clock keeps running, obviously you don't have a timeout, tackle inbounds. Just so fucking, hey, seemed like this dude has no idea what these fucking play calls are that are coming in, right? Well, I guess he does. But like just, who cares? No big deal. And that's him being a vet.
Imagine that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Casual.
Yeah, that's why they brought him in. He already got him a win. Like, imagine in that. I was trying to like envision that in his first off. That speaker's so loud. He's got McVay yelling play calls into him. He probably knows like every 4 words that McVay is saying. He's like, okay, maybe it's 3-by-1. I don't know. Like, and then he's able not only to get everybody lined up in the right spot, get everyone else is out there, but then he goes and he can execute and have some of his best accuracy we've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
Just let him play, huh? Just let the boy play.
That's right.
Just let the boy play. And we talked to Herbstreit
Now
about
Green Bay next.
Yeah, I know. Hey,
Another prime time.
That's gonna be fun.
coming out of a bye week. Boys are going to be rested. They're going to be sharper than ever. Now, Baker Mayfield also rested. You know, he's only played 1 game in the last, 4 weeks or whatever. And, you know, he might be a little – he's headbutting people. What are we doing? Hey, what are we doing with that, AJ? Is there a reason you just think he just wants to show him how happy he is? He can't control himself? Or is that like him saying, hey, listen, I'm a fucking meathead, okay? These people just need to understand that. I got photographic memory and I'm a meathead. Yeah. So – I should be from Ohio, but I'm from Texas. Same fucking thing in the South. The Ohio of the South, Texas is where I'm from. It's like
that one.
That's face mask. There's ridges on that.
Gotta be careful,
right? There's ridges on that. At least whenever it's on. Yeah, go ahead.
Damn, he shocked him. Like you might have to go in the protocol there.
Rochelle, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look at that.
This motherfucker.
What are you doing?
These guys don't know him either.
No, yeah.
These guys just met him. Okay, all right. Our quarterback headbutts people without help.
All right.
Hey Baker, congrats on a win.
Way to go, Bay.
We appreciate that you're a meathead with a photographic memory. Okay, we appreciate that a lot. We're big fans of that type of shit happening. We don't need to be headbutting people.
The real shame is, you know, finally the tears caught up to Carr because I heard that he was uncontrollably sobbing after he threw that interception at the end of the half.
Should have been.
And he couldn't see. Like, he was crying so bad the rest of the game, he couldn't see. That's why he had a 0.0 rating in the second half. I believe it was 2 of 7 for 11 yards in the second half, strictly just because the lights, like, was shining off the tears and stuff in his eyes and he couldn't see and do anything. That's one of the downsides of crying every single game.
All right, well,
I thought it was a sunset.
I would like to know what Derek Carr said after that game because that's a tough game to lose.
Brutal.
Primetime game.
Yeah. Must win.
All your fans are in the other team's stadium.
Yep.
Oh,